You are turning in 10 minutes of BPTV News with me, Thục Oanh. Now let's take a look at the top stories. Towards rapid and sustainable growth in ASEAN. Conference discusses mechanism and policies for the Southeast region. National Assembly Standing Committee's 32nd session concludes. 3,400 taels of HJC branded gold bars successfully auctioned. Ladies and gentlemen, toward fast and sustainable growth of a people-centered ASEAN community was the main topic at the first plenary section of the ASEAN Future Forum 2024, or AFF 2024, held on April 23 in Hanoi. The forums were conducted online with remote links to various locations around the country. In Bình Phước, Deputy Director of the Department of Foreign Affairs Bùi Quốc Khánh, along with leaders from related departments and agencies, took part.
Speaking at the forum, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính emphasized that discussing and planning for the future is becoming more urgent than ever in today's world, which is facing major turning points. Among others are three strategic trends. First, it is the increasing competition and fragmentation between region and between countries, posing significant challenges to peaceful, united, and cooperative environment for development at both the regional and global levels. Second, it is a boom in new technologies and digitalization, opening up breakthrough development opportunities, while also posing the risk of countries falling behind, especially developing and underdeveloped countries. And the third is sustainable inclusive development with a digital economy, green growth, and a circular economy, presenting both opportunities and significant pressure and requiring that parties adopt new, global, and comprehensive thinkings and approaches for long-term sustainable benefit. He added that ASEAN is a top priority in Vietnam's foreign, economic, and defense security policies, and that the country has made concerted efforts to ensure a united and strong ASEAN community with an increasing role and position in the region and the world.
The Ministry of Planning and Investment recently organized an online conference to gather opinions from various ministries, sectors, and localities regarding specific mechanisms and policies for the Southeast region, chaired by Deputy Minister of Planning and Investment Trần Duy Đông. Director of the Bình Phước Department of Planning and Investment, Võ Xá, attended the conference, along with leaders from related departments and agencies.
The Politburo has set a goal for the Southeast region to become a dynamic development area with high economic growth, becoming the largest growth driver in the country by 2030. To achieve this goal, ministries, sectors, and localities have focused on discussing 5 major groups of policies and key areas for development, including on investment in linked transportation infrastructure and resource mobilization, on science, technology, and innovation, on the development of industrial parks, economic zones, and ports, on training high-quality human resources, and on land and construction. The Ministry of Planning and Investment recommends that relevant agencies research, review, amend, integrate, and coordinate mechanisms and policies, focusing on allocating resources for implementation to ensure consistency and the effectiveness of bodies aimed at developing the Southeast region into a civilized, modern era that is internationally integrated.
On April 23rd, Deputy Chairwoman of the Provincial People's Committee Trần Tuyết Minh attended a ceremony to launch the Food Safety Action Month for 2024. The ceremony was held at Dong Xoài City Square by the Bình Phước Intersectoral Coordinating Committee on Food Safety.
The Food Safety Action Month 2024, with the theme Continuing to Ensure Food Security and Safety in the New Circumstances, aims to create a peak period of activities and launch a communications campaign to comply with legal regulations on food safety in production and business. The goal is to raise awareness, responsibility, and action among party committees, party organizations, officials, party members, and the public regarding food safety. During the launch, Dong Xoài city authorities and businesses delivered speeches in support of the Action Month and signed commitments to act on food safety. A large number of youth union members and businesses took part in parades and promotional activities along various routes to support the Action Month.
Moving on to the top stories around the country. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính hosted a reception in Hanoi on April 23rd for chairman of the Russian Federal Bar Association, Sergei Stepasin.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh said Vietnam attaches importance to its traditional friendship and comprehensive strategic partnership with Russia. He urged the Association of Lawyers of Russia to effectively implement the Strategic Cooperation Agreement and exchange expertise with the Vietnam Lawyers Association, continuing to contribute to the development of a legal framework that supports bilateral cooperation. The chairman expressed a desire to further enhance, broaden, and diversify the legal and judicial cooperation between Vietnam and Russia. He pledged that the association will endeavor to act as a bridge linking the two nations in this area of cooperation. He said he hoped for an increase in Vietnamese students studying and working in Russia, thereby enriching Russia's economic and social sectors with skilled professionals.
The National Assembly Standing Committee on April 23rd concluded its 32nd session. More details in the following report.
On April 23rd, in his closing remarks, Chairman of the National Assembly Vong Din Huay announced that the session had successfully completed its agenda, giving opinions on 19 issues and providing written feedback on 3 government reports. In legislative matters, the committee reviewed 2 main areas: the proposed legislative and ordinance development program for 2025 and adjustments to the 2024 program. They also discussed and gave opinions on 6 draft laws slated for initial consideration at the 7th National Assembly session. The committee assessed and commented on 4 reports on its oversight role. On major decisions, it deliberated on government submissions, agreeing to consider and decide on adjustments to investment policies for the National Target Program for Socio-Economic Development in Ethnic Minority and Mountainous Areas 2021 to 2023, among others. For reports requiring written opinions, Chairman Huay asked the General Secretary of the National Assembly to compile feedback from various agencies to present to the National Assembly delegates for further consideration.
The State Bank of Vietnam auctioned 16,800 taels of SJC-branded gold bars in Hanoi on April 23rd. That is the first auction of this kind in 11 years.
According to the State Bank of Vietnam, 2 winning bidders were Saigon Jewelry Company Limited, SJC, and Asia Commercial Joint Stock Bank, ACB, which secured 34 lots, equivalent to 400 taels of SJC-branded gold bars. The highest winning price stood at 81.33 million Vietnam dong, $3,195 per tael, while the lowest was 81.32 million Vietnam dong per tael. The auction is seen as a decisive measure to boost the gold supply in the market. Right after the event, in the domestic market, gold prices fell by about 1 million Vietnam dong per tael from the previous session. On April 22nd, the SBV issued a notice regarding the auction of 16,800 taels of gold bullion to credit institutions and enterprises. These entities were required to meet all the conditions specified by the SBV to take part in the auction.
France's Milan Auction House has decided to open its representative office in Vietnam and is preparing necessary steps for the official opening of the office in the near future.
The representative office, whose name is Milan Vietnam, will coordinate with Viet Art View in artworks consultation, communication, and other areas related to artistic activities. LAC Viet Auction Partnership, meanwhile, will advise on all legal issues for Milan Vietnam's auction activities. At a ceremony in Hanoi on April 19th, Milan Auction House President Alexander Milan and Blue Indochine Director Hong Due Quang signed a comprehensive cooperation agreement to set up Milan Vietnam. In addition to its strength in antiques and rare artifacts, the house has brought to market valuable works by Vietnamese artists and by French professors, created on themes of Vietnam. Established in 1928 in France, with over 90 years of experience, the house has successfully held thousands of auctions and become a prestigious destination for the finest works of art, as well as valuable collections.
And that has just wrapped up our bulletin today. To read what is new, please download BPTV Go or visit our website and YouTube channel. Now, thanks for staying with us and see you next time.